Welcome back to Life on Lindy. Welcome if you're new. My name is Stacy and I'm so glad to have you here. Please consider subscribing and liking and leave a comment for me. Today we're going to be summer decorating the kitchen. We're going to decorate the top of the cabinet there. We're going to put some things out on the countertops. Never put anything on the top of the fridge. These are all the things that I have. Most I already had. Some are new. Most of them came from Hobby Lobby, Ross, TJ Maxx, Gabe's. I think that's about it. Redecorating those shelves. We have new rugs. And all these things on this table. It's a mix of old and new. Have a lot of cheese trays there. Some of the stuff you've already seen and some you haven't. I'm going to be leaving this exactly the way it is because I think it's perfectly fine and I like it. My husband helped me decorate that, so we won't be changing that. He thinks it's too high up and that the items on it are too heavy for me to climb up and mess with. So he helped me put those up there and they're going to stay. And maybe when he gets home, I can have him get a close-up of the things that are up there. One thing I know I want to put on that shelf is this chicken. It's new. Where did I get it? I think I got it at Ross. Or maybe Gabe's. I'm not sure, but it was $8.99. It didn't come with the tassels. This was on the shelf before, but I like it here. And this one, I'm not sure which shelf they were on, but they've all been over here at some point in their lives. This was $5.99 at TJ Maxx. Up here in this corner, I bought this shelf to go up there, and so I know exactly where I want it to go. So I'm gonna put that up there and we'll see how it is. It fits. That's always a difficult spot to decorate around because I have to have something that's long enough to go in that corner, but not too tall. I'm gonna leave the shelf like this and I'm not gonna set anything on it. I used to keep the blue kettle on the stovetop, but I think this time I'm gonna switch it over to the white one. I usually keep these wood slices next to the stove. I use them as risers and I also use them as like hot trivets when I have something really hot that's coming out of the oven or that I need to set off of the stove. Just added my pitcher that's full of utensils for nonstick pans, my honey jar, and my oil bottle. Next, I'm adding in my customized chopping board that was a wedding gift from my sister-in-law, and I put it on an easel and it just sits there and it hides the plug-in and the cords. I love it. Now I'm adding this two-tiered fruit basket into the corner. It just fits nicely there. Sometimes I have fruit in it and sometimes I just have it decorated with decor. Today we're just putting decor in it. I'm adding in that blue bird and it actually has potpourri in it. I think I got that at TJ Maxx for $5. And then I have a little set of 3 bowls that are blue and white and I'll put those in. Then I have these really pretty coasters that I got at TJ Maxx as well. I think they were $6.99. I have 2 sets of those. Then I just put a candle and some greenery in there, and I called it done. I got that 2-tiered fruit basket at Walmart, and it's been at least 5 or 6 years ago. I don't know if they still have them or not. I leave the area to the left of the stovetop the same because it has the necessities. It has my knife block and my toaster, and I just always keep those there because that's the most convenient place for them. I have quite a few covered cheese trays and a few little risers and trivets, and I just try them out in different ways. I don't know if I'll leave them on this counter long term, but for right now, that's what I've put here. We have plans to do some upgrades and renovations to the kitchen area that involves adding some more cabinets and countertops and some floating shelves, so I'm sure things will change down the road. We use these cheese trays mainly not for cheese. We put treats or cookies or whatever is convenient or cute to put on them. I bought most of them and the trays that they sit on at TJ Maxx, and I bought the star at TJ Maxx too. I don't think any of them were more than $8. One of them I think I got in Florida. Yes, it's the lemon one. My daughter brought the lemon one back from Florida. I've double stacked it inside the one with the wicker bottom. Now I'm going to move on to the area over the tops of the cabinets. I play around with a few different arrangements before I settle on one that I really like, so you'll see me moving things around quite a bit. In the beginning, I thought that I would group items into groups of 3, but I didn't like it that way, so I'm just continuing to keep moving things around. I'm moving over to the other side of the top of the cabinets, and surprise, surprise, it's involving birds. The birds were on clearance at Hobby Lobby for about $3 each, and I believe the bird cage was on clearance as well. I don't remember how much it was. The white shelf that's sitting in the corner, I got that at, I think Ross or Gabe's one, I can't remember, but I think it was $12. They were a lot more expensive at Hobby Lobby. Moving on to this side, I got that blue basket, I believe at Gabe's, I think it was like $3. And I got those two turquoise looking small urns at Gabe's as well. And I think they were $3.50 for the small one and $4.50 for the slightly larger one. The wicker wrapped pot was $4.50 at TJ Maxx on clearance, and the pear was $3.50 on clearance at TJ Maxx. I've had that squirrel that's up there forever. I got that at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, maybe even 3 or 4. We used to have a squirrel feeding station at our other house, and at one time I think we had about 20 squirrels that we fed, and some of them we even knew by name, and they would come up to us and let us feed them. So I keep that squirrel as a reminder of that. We don't ever see any squirrels here, which is kind of strange considering we now live in the country. We had a covered area that we put food in for the squirrels, and it was called Rusty's Roadhouse, and we named it after a red squirrel that came every day, multiple times, and he had a paralyzed tail, and so we always could pick him out of the pack. I'll insert a picture of Rusty's Roadhouse, and if you look closely at the top, Rusty's sitting on top of it. I think he's eating a peanut. We set the cameras up, and we even knew where his nest was. I really miss that guy. Is it strange that a person can fall in love with wildlife and a wild animal so much? Our next door neighbors loved the squirrels, and they said that they would continue to feed them after we moved. The feeding of the squirrels started right near COVID, when the parks were closed and none of the water fountains were working, and there weren't people around with scraps that they were throwing in the trash cans. And we have a really big park that's nearby, so these squirrels, they needed a little bit of human help. Now I'm adding to the right side of the white shelf, and I put my blue tea kettle up there. I like that thing, and I don't know if it looks odd up there or not, but I like it. The blue and white container box and the crock that's on the other side of the tea kettle, I got both of those at Hobby Lobby, and they were on clearance, and I don't remember how much they were. This is the box of new rugs that I've been waiting to put down. They're just the right colors. They bring in all of the colors that I'm trying to use in the kitchen and the dining room. We got 3 of the bigger ones that I'm putting down now. We got one for the back door. We got one to go in front of the kitchen sink area. And we got one to go at the back door that leads into the garage. We also got the small one to go under the dog food and water bowls, and we got the runner to go into the hallway bathroom. They're just the perfect colors. I leave the TV, the air fryer, and the roll of paper towels in the same spot that they were in. And now I'm going to put the dog's rug down. If I don't keep a rubber-backed rug under their water, they'll make a big old mess. Violet likes to stick her face into the water and blow bubbles out her nose. Sheepadoodles are known for their quirky behavior, and I guess that's just one of them. That basket is full of their chewy things. Here's an overview of the final product. I like the way it all turned out. I'm sure I'll change it around come fall, but this is what we have right now. This is what the kitchen and dining room looked like when we bought it. It's come such a long way and we're still not finished. This large pantry wasn't here when we bought the house. As you can see in the before photos, we added this. And we're going to add cabinets on each side of it and floating shelves. So there's still more to come. This is what the peninsula looked like before I painted part of it gray. It was just the same wood paneling that used to be on the long wall of the kitchen and dining room that we painted agreeable gray. But we painted this in the same color as the outside door. That's me painting it. That's the secret cabinet that holds a lot, and I'm really glad to have it, and that's the door that goes to it. That's the first coat of paint. And that's the final product. Here it is with the bar stools all put back around it. The bar stools look so much better with some contrasting color. As you can see by the one on the end, it really does blend in with the cherry wood. But we have no plans to cover any more of the wood cabinets. I didn't make any changes in the dining room area other than I took the woven placemats off of the dining table. We didn't make any changes to the bench area either. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.